We did a bit of summary on the current trend when we were doing the fundamentals. The current trend is on German recession, deepened by Mr. Trump's trade tariffs. Will probably drive euro dollar below parity as low as 0.94. This is the move we're looking at on the weekly. We have updated it a bit on the daily, and this is the same ending diagonal but refined. Over here, it contains all the action, all the price action. Over here, the top outs in head levels are usually below the upper boundary of this of the leading diagonal, and the shoulder levels 0.96, 0.94 bottom out. So the shoulder levels are at the lower boundary of this ascending below of this lower boundary of this leading diagonal. We talked about this earlier. We believe the market, even if we are at 1.057 at this point, is just that shoulder level. It's a sell, and the market will continue in its traction to the downside because of this negative trigger. This is the maximum, the most that you're going to be seeing, based on the fact that what we're seeing is end of the head levels below this upper boundary of the ending diagonal, And that's why we can just get some more timid shoulders all the way up to 1.06 saying crash. The crash is going to be very strong because you're leaving, these are cycles. These really are cycles. You can see them almost equal to one another. We keep seeing them head and shoulders, but in reality, they're all heads. This is the head level cycle. If you break this neckline, we're doing this now. All right? The crash will be quite strong, severe, because you've entered the higher degree cycle zone. So you go to, I'm not saying 0.96 immediately, but there is a strong stride to parity, to 1 to 1.02. We're very close to do a good cycle C or cycle 3 trade. Exactly when you are looking at the market bouncing at the neckline. This cycle, bigger cycle, will strike. All right, so if we get these shoulders, we sell them. And we can easily take triggers or know that we're getting a shoulder. If you have positive momentum on the 5 and 3 minutes, you're getting a shoulder and you are restricted at 1.06, and it's a sell. Let's take a good look at the labels. We have a 1 and 2 up here. We have a 3 and 4 up here. All the internals are correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 4 level here. These internals are correct and will show on the next chart. 1 and a 2. We're still doing the 3. We'll show now on the next 45 minutes. We have a 1 and a 2. This is the current mode of the wave to the downside. We were just seeing the same fractal of ending diagonals before the market moves higher. This time it has done a double head below the moving average and is going to be moving higher. The labels are showing the 1 and the 2, dot 1, dot 2, internal 1, 2, internal 3, 4 in white, internal 5, dot 3, dot 4, a 1 and a 2, probably 3, 4, and a 5. That 5 kicks up here. Could have finished 3, 4A, 4B, 4C in yellow, and then crash into 5. Shows you in more detail. This is the new fractal that's going on, 15 minutes. Some kind of a broadening formation, local, but still broadening formation. We're here, 1.0568. Double heads and shoulders, or single head and double shoulders, double head and shoulders. Doesn't make much difference, but it has done a 1 and a 2. We believe a 3, 4, 1 and a 2 is up here. 3, 4, and a 5. So there's 5, not 5 up here now. A, B, C. Can take all the time it needs. Just select 4. 1.057 is a sell. 1.059 is a sell. 1.06 is a sell. Take it to the end of the week, to the next leg down, especially in difference between purchasing manager indexes in Europe and in the United States. Right, so if we see any positive momentum here inside of this broadening formation, it's a sell. You have an A, B, and the C. That's all. Best is 1.06. It is above between resistance 2 and resistance 3 today. Want to relate it to the hourly time frame? It's the pivot level today. In between is 1.063 if you wish. We just want to sell a cycle extreme on the positive cycle extreme on the 5 and 15 minutes. 1.063 would probably be the right level between pivot level and resistance 1. You're saying, of course, shoulders, you're going to get ahead and the neckline comes in here. All right, I believe this brings us to end of our analysis and questions today. Let's just do a quick summary. I believe there's going to be a breakout higher in Bitcoin. We're just looking at taking longs at 89,700s. Now it's 90,300s. We also believe there is going to be a breakout higher in the US Tech 100. Hasn't yet occurred. We're looking at this as 20,460s. Now it's 20,430s. We only want to go on the trigger, of course. We just showed how. We believe buying in the dollar pairs would be the correct decision to do, even start of the week, because we're buying in the continuation of the uptrend. We just need to buy negative cycle 3 momentum on the 3 minutes and 5 minutes. This goes for the United States dollar against the Swiss franc. You'd want to buy into negative momentum on the 5 and 3 minutes for the United States dollar against the Swiss franc. Buy into negative momentum on the 5 and 3 minutes for the United States dollar against the yen. Buy into sell into positive momentum on the 5 and 3 minutes on the euro dollar. All this is buying into dollar strengths. Gold will probably be moving to 2,650. It says already triggered the move, and we're looking at how to take entries long into it. We will not be trading sterling yen until midweek probably, so we'll be looking at this tomorrow in order to attempt to do longs towards Wednesday. And I believe this brings us to end of the issues that we've been looking at today. All right, so I hope we will be making use of the opportunities that are unravel this week. We have just been looking or planning on how to take entries into such opportunity projections this week. We look forward to having a profitable week together. I hope this has been a beneficial session for everyone. With this, I'll leave you all today. Wish you all the very best of fortune with your trades. We look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. Take good care of yourselves and good night.